On average, over 100 people watch my content here every day, and about 10 will like it, and maybe one person comments. That's normal. That's consistency. That feels like movement to me. But when I release The Trap of Religion, the Prelude, not the primary book, for the first week, I had zero downloads. Not low, zero. And I had to sit with that. No excuses, no blaming algorithm, no emotional speech, just silence. And here's what it taught me, and I want you to learn from it too. Number one, attention is not transformation. Views don't equal depth. Engagement doesn't equal hunger. Noise doesn't equal impact. I realized something painful but powerful. People consume content casually, but they approach growth cautiously. That's number one. Number two, support language is not commitment. Many people will say, I support you. This is powerful. This is needed. But very few will take the next step to sit, read, and reflect. That is not bitterness, that's clarity. Third, depth requires friction. A short video costs seconds. Yes, a book costs time, and time reveals priority. It is very, very important to understand this. Fourth, I had to check my own heart. Was I building to be heard or building to shape people? Because if I need applause to continue, then I'm not ready to teach seriously. Number five, serious work attracts serious people, but slowly. Movement don't begin with crowd. They begin with conviction, and conviction doesn't panic. So instead of being discouraged, I became clearer. I am not building for quick reactions. I am building for long-term formation. Now, let me end with this. Before I released the book, I sent it to someone I trust, someone who does not hype me, someone who speaks with facts. I'm about to play that feedback. Listen carefully.
Hello. I suspect that you're being church or maybe on your way or something. Good afternoon. I took my time to read it. I didn't want to just rush, so I needed the time to go through it. Thank you for sharing it with me. I think it's explosive, provocative, the right kind of message that we need right now, especially to the young people. So I think it's impactful. It may need some refinement and some cleaning up here and there, but overall, the content is really good. Maybe a bit of a deep dive into practical steps that they can take to help themselves. But yeah, I think it's really it's the right message for this time. A few things that I would suggest is that you take out the references. I don't think it's necessary. I think people already, when they read, the context is already there. If you're a Nigerian Christian, you already know those things. And you don't want to emphasize, glorify, or call attention to the errors in the church per se. It's already obvious. You don't want your material to now be too focused on that, because at the end of the day it can become the derailing aspect. When everyone's read through, they now see those columns and click the links and start going through the stories and wondering what's going on, what's wrong with the church, so people know already. You want to call for purity and for the right kind of thinking, and so you address that and leave the reference. Yeah. So I understand why it's there. It feels like a research material, but I think for a book like this, it's already clear. Most people who read it, most Nigerians who read it, already have the context. So just give them the right message, let them run with what they need to do, and see the change. Maybe a prayer, a confession after every single, like acknowledgement, a confession after every single section will also be helpful. So some workbook, one or two lines that shows you what to do, and then a confession to keep it on your lips to make sure that you're continuing to renew your mind to those truths. But I think it's really good. Thank you very much for sharing. What's your next step? I'd like to know if you need me to do anything concerning it. I'd love to be part of it. It feels really set for the Gen Z, what's it called, ecosystem. So yeah, thank you. And well done. Yeah.
Okay, you've heard it. Okay, you've heard it. That feedback grounded me. It reminds me this conversation is bigger than emotion. It requires clarity. It requires responsibility. It requires intellectual honesty. So here's my posture now. If you want to make me feel supported, that's appreciated. But if you want to grow, sincerely, sincerely you want to grow, read it, reflect on it, challenge it, respond to it. The link is on my bio. Blessings.